I consider Attack on Titan to be an absolute masterpiece. Anyone that hasn't seen it, I fully encourage them to check it out. Even if you don't like anime, trust me, you will not be disappointed by this. The last season especially is really well, and the story had an amazing build-up. But unfortunately, as many things that do have an amazing build-up, it's very difficult to come up with a satisfying ending. The way the story was going made it almost impossible for it to have an ending that everyone liked. Now, I personally would like to talk about that particular ending. Unfortunately, there are many people who do not want spoilers, and there are many people who want to just watch the anime without reading the manga, and I will not talk about the ending until it's actually released. But what is interesting is that the creator has initially decided to add a couple of extra pages in order to add more to the ending, to try and polish it out a little bit for people. And it's that effort which got a lot of fans to like him, because fans in the West are used to corporations, and especially creators, to spit on them, to insult them, and to treat them with disgust. I mean, even in Game of Thrones, right? Like, a lot of people who not only invested time and money by purchasing Game of Thrones merchandise and goods, but some women even named their own daughter Daenerys based on the Game of Thrones character. And they were very, very disappointed with the ending, to which the actor starts mocking and belittling them. They mock their investment, they mock their purchases of their IP, and that's how things are in the West. If you're the customer, you're like a necessary evil for these people who are acting like lords, absolutely disgusted and disdain with the fact that you exist and you dare to criticize their work. And it's so different when you see that in Japan, someone is taking a different approach. And even though he understands that, okay, well, maybe the ending wasn't so good, he tries his best not only to add a little bit more and try to please the fans, but he's now publicly apologizing for this. And he doesn't have to. Like, from what I understand, he doesn't want to write manga anymore. Like, he wants to buy his own public bath. And yeah, he wants to start the business with the money he made from manga rather than keep creating stuff, which, you know, I completely respect his decision. But, like, he doesn't need to do any of this shit, right? But he still does it because he appreciates the people that put food on his table. And I wish that people in the West would learn something from this. Might take a couple of years, but eventually I think people in the West might actually understand how the proper way of doing business should happen.